Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure, and this is Train Simulator 2018, the latest and greatest update to the game. So the new line added to this particular update to the game is the North Wales Coastal, which includes such heady activities as the Class 158 DMU, one of my personal favourites, the Class 175 and the Class 221, the Super Voyager, resplendent in Virgin livery, which is what we're going to do today. Just a quick taster. We will take on the London Euston to Chester route. And I looked at this initially and I went 20 minutes from Euston to Chester. So something has changed along there. But no, we're only going from Crewe to Chester. We're not taking on the full majesty of the route. We're just doing the final stretch of it in our Super Voyager. It is summertime. It is cloudy. It is 10 to 12. Stay tuned. So we're due into platform 12 at Crewe at, well, now, effectively. Let's open the doors and make that happen. But if there's one thing I can remember as a young student living in Crewe is that the trains were almost never on time. So let's have a look at the wall. No. Let's have a look at the train. There we are. Look, here we go. Quite a good looking number as we load the passengers on board the passenger hatches, which I have remembered how to open. A fine way to start. There. It's all good stuff. Right, let's get the cockpit ready to fly. We'll turn the headlight on to day. What other buttons have we got around here? Got a little hatch to put me sandwiches in there. And given that it's the summer, we'll give everybody a summertime vibe with about 23 degrees, and we'll make that fast. Turn the clipboard light on, pretty essential. Close the doors. Close the doors. Let's push that button and hope the doors close. Could happen. No, that's the wrong side of the train there, boss. Nope, doors are still open. There you go. That all looks good. Right, get back in there. Let's push the button that makes the noise. There we are. Right, and then we'll stick it in gear. What? Ease down. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. And then we'll proceed onwards. Oh yeah. There you go. So we're on a slow patch to get out of the station, obviously enough. You don't really want to be engaging in too much high speed while you're still within cover. You don't get an awfully huge view out of the windows in this Super Voyager. The streamlining is such that you effectively get a letterbox to look through, but that's all part of the atmosphere. Where are we? 10 miles per hour. That's all good. Better just talk to the passengers. Hello passengers, this is your captain speaking. Today we will be cruising at a height of about 5.5 feet, and as we pass through the majestic Cheshire countryside, we will move from the poorer part of the county towards the bit where the posh folk live. If you look out of your window along the way, you will undoubtedly see the houses of several Premiership footballers, many of whom play for Manchester United. I'll try and point them out as we go. Meanwhile, why don't you avail yourself of the magnificent Virgin buffet car, who will be more than happy to sell you a Virgin Cola and a Virgin bacon sandwich served on Virgin bread. If you have any questions along the way, please keep them to yourselves. Thanks very much. I'll talk to you again as we get a little closer to Chester. That's the sort of thing that keeps them happy. Right, where are we? Okay, we can dial it up a little bit in a sec. As our sister train pulls into the station, probably late, and we'll. Thank you. Yep, that went ping. Probably means something. Not entirely sure what. It's given that it's the middle of summer. It's this cloudy day. There we go. No, yeah. Ramp it up. Put your foot down. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's hit the countryside. We've got, how far are we going to go? 20.5 miles, and we're itching to try and get there on time. The ETA of 12:07, currently 11:52, so that should give you some idea as to how long you are going to be on board for today's adventure. You know, we're already speeding, look. I'll tell you, I mean, I don't mind it too much. Goes to show that the train really has some enthusiasm for kicking it up a gear as we go into a 90 limit. There we are. Right, punch it. We shall now try and maintain our speed without incurring too many more penalties. And then once we've got our cruising velocity underway, we'll take a look around the outside. Yeah, ping indeed. Probably just telling me that there's a signal coming or some such. But the signal was green, and that's all good. I would hope so. Okay, so we're now rattling along at a mighty fine 86 and climbing miles per hour, and I'm going to drop us into neutral, despite the fact... What I want here is I want, like, cruise control, so that I'm not endlessly tweaking the power to try and keep me more or less bang on the speed limit. Because as it stands, we're due to arrive 1 second before we're due. I'd quite like to do a bit better than that, which means exceeding the speed limit. They base these run times off you doing exactly bang on the money when it comes to the scheduled speed, and that's you see, look, there you go, you're speeding again, and then you've tried to slow down by going faster, which is not how it's done. There we are. That's it. See, look, you turn it off, and you immediately burn a bunch of speed. Turn it back on again, and you start accelerating. Now, I guess that's where the skill comes into play. But some kind of speed control would be marvellous. ETA is still good though. I mean, we incurred a 12-point penalty, and if you've seen my career leaderboard within Train Simulator, you'll know that that's not something that's likely to bother me too greatly. Right, let's turn that off and have a look around the outside of the train while we rocket through the countryside here. Let's extend the camera range. Look at that. Very pretty. As much as Train Sim World has really pushed the envelope a little for the looks of the game, considering this is a 32-bit engine that we're running on here, it really does look quite pleasant. And when you're driving in cab mode, it definitely sells the environment very nicely. Even though I say so myself. Well, I quite like doing a little hop over the top. Oh no, it won't let you go through. Good stuff. What else we got here? What's 3? It's looking at the other end. Fantastic. And for once we're going forwards, which makes a difference. Here we go. Let's have a passing shot. The train there, only just marginally louder than the birds in the fields that are keeping us company on this beautiful summer's day. Obviously, I've ramped up the temperature on board the train, and that may help with the sales of Virgin Cola as we make our way toward Chester. And as much as this is really rather a splendid landscape, I think the jewel in the crown for this particular route, I think Crewe Station is very well done, but equally the scenic area around the Welsh coastline. Oh, hold on, we're going a bit fast here. We tried to slow down by speeding up again. That's the wrong way to do things. There we are. That's it. And ease it back up. See, and despite sitting right on the limit, we've lost a second. Oh, no. I could sit here and just watch this chap rolling past all day long. It's not quite... there is a kernel cam option here somewhere. Well, that's not it. This is your coupling cam, which is a slightly different beast. This is the orbital bombardment camera. And here we go, kernel cam. All right, let's give chase. There we go. Yeah. Right, now, The only... Oh, hold on. Let's slow it down. Slow it down. There you are. Give chase. There we are. Oh, yeah. There's no subtlety with the give chase options. You're either doing... got run over. You're either, you know, languishing in second place by quite some distance, or you are ripping along. Oh, hold on. I've got to slow down. Hold on. Get on board. Otherwise, it will engage the ruddy emergency brake. It doesn't tolerate too kindly you not slowing down at a suitable pace when you're coming up to a speed limit change. There we go. I've got all of this under control. That's lovely. Coming up on it. See, we're coming up on a 65. I've yet to play sufficient train simulating to know the routes inside out, to the point that I can go without every help opportunity known to man kind of plumbed in. But hey, it's all part and parcel of the experience. Let's turn the windscreen wipers on. There you go. Yeah. Okay, let's turn them off again. There we go. You know, that novelty gets old quite quickly. Right, there we go. 75 now. And no, you're trying to speed up by slowing down. What's the matter with you? Why are you? Is this reversey day? I don't know. Obviously, the train's going backwards, but I'm doing all the control. No, the train's going forwards, but I'm doing all the controls backwards. Yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, this is. And oh no, we got a tilt going on. Should we watch this from the external? Look at this, good tilting action. I love me some tilt. There we go. Oh, look at that for an imposing view. I think we might be looking at thumbnail territory there. Ease it back a bit. Oh, we're speeding again. Oh, crumbs. So close. I was hoping to ride that all the way to the next speed up, which we might get lucky here and not speed before we pass through. And then up the tempo. There we go. Fab. Right, 10 miles to go. Oh, I'm feeling pretty confident. That was the horn there. We can lean out of the window like a little dog, which is one of the things that fills me full of glee. Some cows, look. Possibly to let the passengers know.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. If you'd like to have a look at... Well, actually, I've left it a bit late, but if you happen to be looking out of the left-hand window, a few moments ago you'd have seen some cows. They are native to this part of the country, and they were black and white. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we've now lost a grand total of 7 seconds, despite my recklessly incurring a few penalties along the way. And there's one of the I think that's the 175 with its curious flat-nosed front. Yes, not to be trusted. You can't trust a flat-nosed fronted train. That's what my mother always used to say to me. I don't know what that's for, but I'm glad I can play with it nonetheless. There we go. We'll stick this back in cruise for a second. We'll have a quick look around the cab. We got some lighting, which I believe you can turn on and off, as you would hope. Now, up the tempo again. What other buttons have we got we can play with? The emergency brake override. Possibly not the best idea to play with. What? Signal. Okay. Cab lighting. Off. On. Oh, I haven't turned my instrument lights on. Glowing. Fantastic. What's a cell tower or some such? I don't really know. It has to be said that given that I am a novice train driver, these 1 to 2 green blob difficulty routes, they really do take it easy on you. That said, I do tend to come in with a negative score, so clearly I'm playing at the right difficulty. What else can we do? No, that's the we're doing stuff with the doors. That's just going to spook the passengers if I play with that. What else? Tilt authorized. Won't let me authorize the tilt. Temporary tilt. we can isolate it. That's the other one. What was that? A 135? You'll tell me if I'm wrong. I'm sure. Well, it's the other one that goes on this route as well. Nice to see it making an appearance there. As we now, actually, let's have a look at there's my speed. That's good, and we're actually managed to hold speed at the moment. I spoke too soon. Accelerating again, which is less than ideal. This is. What are you then? Slow it down before we get penalised. That's it. And speed it back up again. Yeah, whatever that is, I haven't got a lot of it. And then over here, we've got 12 of that. That's pressure, because it says bar at the bottom. 12 seems to be plenty. 0 is less than that. Which is good. What? Oh, it took me to try and busy work out what the stuff is all about. That I didn't notice I was speeding. There we go. Because you can get away with doing up to 0.9 miles per hour over and above the set speed limit. But you go any higher than that and you've got to drop it down below 0.5 before you cease losing points. Oh yeah, you can tell I'm an old pro at trying to make up lost time through having driven badly. Or engineered badly, I suppose. Car wash slow speed. Well, that's not going to help our agenda. Bit of engine. And then any of these. These all look like, wow, I've done it again. Stop. Keep half an eye on the speedo. You've got the digital speedo up. Keep half an eye on the thing. 7 seconds behind schedule. Well, we're coming into platform 1 at Chester, which, if I recall correctly, actually has buffers at the end of it, so I'm not going to want to get that bit wrong. Hold on. There we go. It's all good. Right, okay, so there's the 65, and what I'd quite like to do is learn the best timing to actually slow down for that, because if you fail to respond soon enough, the train has an unerring habit of whacking the emergency brake on, which is deeply frustrating because then you have to come to a complete stop, stick it back in gear. Yeah, I'm on it. See, that's the sound. That's the, I really think you ought to be slowing a little now. And as long as you make the right course of action, everything comes up rosy. But if you slow down too quickly, you end up crawling along when you're still in your high impact zone. So we're gonna, there we go, 0.2 of a mile left to go. We're slowing down at quite a nice rate, maybe just a little bit more than that. That's good. Perfect. And right in the zone. Booyah! That's how you do that. Hello, I know. Let's be ready to hit the exclamation mark when it comes up, because it's going to go again. Nice bit of tunnel. It's going to go again. Yep, see, there. I'm not going to ease down till we're about half a mile away, if I can get away with it. Because we can slow from 60 to 30 really quite quickly, and I don't necessarily want to slow down that fast. See, look, we're losing time here, because I could be doing 65 still. Right, and then we'll start slowing down again once we get to half a mile out. So about now. There we go, and we'll do that a little bit more aggressively. There you go. See, we're only 3 seconds behind schedule now. That made all the difference. Yeah, I'm on it. Don't panic. You can tell I'm slowing down. We've still got 0.2 of a mile to go. I will be at the right speed in plenty of time. There you go. Spot on. See, still 0.1 of a mile to go, and I've already dropped to 30. Panicky train. Don't panic at me. And then we need to slow to 20 as soon as we're through this 30 marker, which is now. And this is... Oh, I possibly ought to tell the passengers.
Hello again, passengers. It's me, your captain. We're coming into Chester now, so if you'd like to check all the luggage areas...
Oh, I'm going too fast.
And ensure that you've got all of your random miscellaneous bits and pieces, that would be much appreciated. Thank you for travelling with us today on Virgin Trains. If you would be so kind as to clear up the detritus you have undoubtedly left in and around your seat, that would be very gratefully appreciated. All of those Virgin Cola cans that you have gotten through in what has turned out to be quite a warm day. You should probably pick them up and stick them in the bin on the way out. Equally, that copy of the Metro that you just read the sport of, I suggest you fold it up and put it in the bin.
Hit the brakes so we don't hit the buffers. Train doors open, probably. I don't know, did we? Yes, we did. We got the doors open on time. Now, what did we actually manage? We managed 17 seconds, so we're just a little bit behind where we wanted to be. But look at that for some parking. You know, you could only just get a few people stood in front of the train there. That's pretty flawless stuff. Grand. She's wondering whether she wants to go to Crewe or not. My recommendation: don't. The station is lovely, and but that's the best bit, unless you work for Rolls-Royce. Anyway, there we go. We've run plenty of time, and passengers can now travel on towards Holyhead, or indeed Wrexham, if the mood should take them. So I scored 750, which is enough for what? It looks like a gold star, but there is... no, I look like I've scored a gold star there. Oh, splendid. Well, there's a sense of accomplishment I don't often achieve. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. If you would like to see the next route, let me know in the comments. We'll pick our way... I don't know. Let's give you another quick look at the options we have open to us here. North Wales, like silver. Didn't manage a gold. Well, that's understandable. I blew quite a few points there. We've got a variety to choose from. So you've got Llandudno to Crewe, except it's not. This is the first part of the full-length Llandudno to Crewe. We'll take a 158, not a 135. It's a 158. Starting at Llandudno, you'll make several passenger stops along the way to Shotton, where Part 1 will conclude. And then the second half of that route is going from Shotton to Crewe. Alternatively, we could do Birmingham International in a 175 to Llandudno. Again, quite an easy one. Here's something a little more challenging. Starting in Conway, you take control of the 175 on the Holyhead to Crewe line going as far as Flint. Make sure to keep an eye on those signals, as a delay service has been scheduled in front of you this evening. How very dare they. That's the one we've just done. Holyhead to Euston. From Llandudno Junction as far as Chester. Calling it Llandudno Junction, Colwyn Bay, Rill, Prestatyn, Flint and Chester. Chester, another driver will take over, but you don't need to care about that. Cloudy and snow. And that one's a medium difficulty. I'm sure to make a meal of that one. And then a tough one. London Euston to Holyhead. But you will only be operating Wrexham General Service from Chester as far as Llandudno Junction. During this service, you'll be calling at Chester, Rill, Colwyn Bay and Llandudno Junction. However, first you will have to stop at Chester, dun 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 dun, and detach the rear half of the train. I could probably do that without stopping, to be honest. Chester, stop at the first yellow bin on the platform or at the marker on the HUD. Sounds complicated. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see one of those in action. Meanwhile, I've been Colonel Failure. Chuck a like at this one if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't yet done so for more such erstwhile rambling hijinks on trains. I'll catch up with you very soon. Cheerio.